Hey guys, Jason Cardamone here, and it's actually more of a serious video and post I'm giving you guys. I just literally 5 minutes ago just responded to an email, so and this is what prompted this video. And what this is about is, so basically I had sent out this email. I was doing free coaching webinars, and someone had written back they weren't able to attend the coaching, but they wrote back to me, and seriously, this huge email, and I'll probably just post the entire thing down below this video, right in the blog here, and you'll also see my exact responses. But basically, they had told, and I might mess up a few details, but the whole point was, they have a son, they lost a job, their whole financial life is falling apart, they're about to lose their cell phone, they're about to lose their car. I think they're behind in their rent payments, their kids' daycare they couldn't pay for. So basically things are falling apart, and this is the story of a lot of people in the current economy that we're in here in 2011. And by the way guys, I will change details, so I'm not going to put this person's name, so any relevant details I'm going to keep out of the email. But anyway, so back to the story here. So and they went on to basically ask me, they're going to need $5,000 to fix everything. And they're basically asking me for anything I could do, any help. And the help I responded with, it wasn't financial in nature, it was, wisdom at its nature. And it's usually not what people want to hear, but I want to explain to you guys exactly what I told her. And so basically, the first thing I did was to take her through this process of, and actually she believes things, people are good, she's a hard worker, she's good at following directions. Those are all actually amazing qualities to become a self-made millionaire. Those are things in our industry and where I've duplicated teams of 30,000 people. These are all things I've seen of the most successful people. Those are things they all have in common. Those are actually some of the most essential skills you need. As well as some ambition to really, enough pain in your life that you're ready to take massive action. And I didn't say all this, but I'm throwing it in just extra details here in the video. So so back to what I said was, I believe, and you guys will see, if what I tell you here is a little bit out of order of what I said in the email, sorry, I don't have the email right in front of me. It's like 30 feet across the room there, way over my computer, and granted, I have really good vision, but I can't see that crazy stuff way over there. I just see a bunch of blurb of blue text on the screen and black text on the screen. So anyway, so here's what I said was, first of all, I wanted her to fast forward herself to 2016. And actually, I'm not even going to do this in her point of view. I'm going to do it through your perspective. Let's say your life is falling apart right now and things aren't as they should be or as you feel they should be, and you have a lot of pain. And you just don't know what to do, you're completely overwhelmed. Here's an exercise anybody can do. I want you to fast forward yourself 5 years in the future. If that's not enough, then fast forward 10 years. Whatever you need to be able to look back with wisdom on yourself today. So on your own self here in 2011, let's just say it's 5 years that you're using. I want you to fast forward to 2016 and look back on your life. And as you're looking back, I'm filled with chills just doing this. Look at your life now. Look at how amazing it is. In this situation, I said, look at how happy you and your son are. Look at your amazing life you have. So fast forward, look at everyone, all your loved ones, all the people you care about, your income situation, your spiritual situation, your emotional state. All that overwhelm is just completely obliterated. Look at this amazing life you have right here, right today. Now I want you to look back at that old life you had back here in 2011. What would you tell that person? What did you have to go through? What lessons did you learn over these 5 years that got you from here to here? Or maybe it should be here to here, like your life is going up and it's better. What lessons did you have to learn? What would you go back? Fast forward to the person you are 5 years from now, and in that 5 years, what lessons would you teach that person right today? What things do they need to know? What actions did you have to take to get from here to here? And with all of that wisdom and knowledge, come back to today and realize everything happens for a reason and a purpose, and it's here to serve us. Everything, no matter how crappy it feels in the moment, is a lesson for you to learn. If you don't learn this lesson today, this lesson will be repeated with greater and greater pain throughout your life. If you don't learn, let's say, the financial lessons of today, then you're not going to know them in the future. You're going to be in the exact same situation. I know this because I've painfully watched my parents make the same financial mistakes throughout their lives. Again, we're talking decades upon decades upon decades. Even right now, when there are some amazing opportunities, all of their default programming wants to go back and make the same mistake they've made their entire lives that have got them in a situation where they don't have the best retirement all lined up. And they thank God they finally are making some decisions, in the right direction, but not all the right decisions that they could make because they never learned the lessons. They never read the book. They never went to the class. They never watched the seminar. They never listened to the people that knew better. They listened to the people I work with, none of them are self-made millionaires. They're all, just hanging by paycheck to paycheck. That's the advice they're listening to. You have to look at who you're following, what's the wisdom you're listening to, it's all about modeling. Go find the people who've done something and go follow what they did to get to what they're doing. Don't listen to the people who are one paycheck away literally from going bankrupt. Go listen to the people that are already self-made millionaires, already making it happen. Those have to be your role models. Now, okay, I'm getting a little sidetracked. This wasn't all in the email. But I want to provide extra value to you guys. And so another thing I said was, this goes back to the old parable or old saying or whatever it's called. Give a man a fish, or even give a human a fish. I don't like just saying it's sexist, but it's so programmed to me, give a man a fish. So I'm going to say the man, but please know all women and females, I'm not trying to offend you. It's kind of like parts of the Bible. A lot of it's written just in he and male's point of view. Just take it like that. It's meant for all humankind. Forget it. Okay, now I talked myself out of it. Now I actually am going to do the human version instead of man. So, give a human a fish, feed them for a day. But teach a human how to fish and feed them for a lifetime. That's really why I'm not going to give this person $5,000, because then I would literally just be feeding them for today and not giving them the lessons, the blessing, the amazing things that they can learn and take those lessons forward and actually get to that destiny, that full God-given potential they were meant to live, instead of, I give them the money, they get in the exact same situation, and blam, 5 years from now they're like, oh man, now I need a loan of $20,000 or $50,000 because I've dug a different hole and I never learned the lessons that I was supposed to learn. I would be hurting this person to just give them the money. Now, to just give them some things and help them get up to speed, that might be applicable, especially because this person mentioned, they mentioned, let's see if they really are, I'm hardworking, I learn fast, I believe people are good. Those are all great qualities that I always look for in people. I also look, this was a huge email they sent me. That takes a lot of time for someone to put together. So that tells me they're not just like some, hey dude, I need some money, give me $5,000, or like the email's like, hey, I got mugged in some weird country, please send me $5,000 immediately, even though you've never heard from me in your life. And actually I have a feeling I may have heard from this person in the past. I'm going to go search my Gmail and check my history with see if anything else comes up, any other conversations. So this would actually be someone I might actually consider sponsoring it, very low end, sponsoring it a business, getting them some of the basic tools to set up, and then seeing what they do with it. Are they really willing? I will tell you guys one thing. I didn't see this person on the webinar last night, and granted it was probably at some crazy time. They're probably sleeping, but I will look to see this person on the next webinar. Because if their life is really falling apart, granted the time of day, this is going to be like 2 in the morning or 4 in the morning or some crazy time that the webinar is held at their time. If they don't have a job and all their life's falling apart, what else do they have to do besides sleep? So they better be on that webinar next week. That will absolutely be one of the determining factors of me to see how serious they are. So anyway guys, I hope that helps out. I really wanted to teach some of the, you know, give a person a fish, feed them for a day, teach them how to fish and feed them for a lifetime. And that's really how you raise leadership, is go teach people how to do stuff, don't just give them things. I learned this lesson the hard way so many times throughout my whole career here. 5 years ago when I was first starting out, we literally dozens and even hundreds and probably, sorry guys, little distraction there. I'll be there in a minute, birthday girl, okay? It's my daughter's birthday today, so she's all excited. So I literally have given out so much money and so much of my time to people who literally, they didn't actually have the, I'm a hard worker, I'm willing to learn all this stuff. They were like, just feed me, I need help, and their hands are out. And if I had all the money in the world, I would love to just give everything to the whole world and make this an amazing place we live in. But unfortunately, I don't. Bill Gates doesn't even. Donald Trump doesn't even. The wealthiest people in the world can make a massive impact, but even that person alone can't change the whole world. So anyway, I hope that was helpful for you guys. So a couple core lessons in there, just a quick recap is, you know, teach people how to fish, don't just give them. And that's what I'm here all about, is to give you guys all of the knowledge and lessons. And really, as someone who's here instead of here, give you some of this perspective and give you some of those shortcuts to let you go like from here to here. Maybe instead of 5 years, maybe you can get there in 2 years. Maybe you can get there in 1 year. Maybe you can even get there in 3 or 6 months if you really take massive action and really learn quickly, really apply yourself. But so that's one lesson. A couple other lessons. Everything happens for a reason and a purpose, and it's here to serve us. When I really started wearing that attitude, wearing that belief, is what it is. It's a belief in my life. My entire life started to change, and all of a sudden these things that were like, holy cow, my son is getting this spinal tap, he's in the worst pain, he's screaming to death, not to see that as like one of the worst things that's ever happened in my life, because it wasn't. I realized that was something that happened for many reasons. You know, looking at things that just felt so horrible, like holy cow, how could this happen? And seeing it that, okay, there's a reason and the purpose this is happening. What is it? What lessons can I learn from this? How can I take the pain from this and make things better, and use the pain from this and direct me to take massive action to do some amazing things in my life, or the lives of those that I love and care about all around me. So, and I think there's one other lesson in there, and I don't remember right now, so maybe I'll do a little recap slide at the end of this. So, hope that's helpful for you guys. To your ultimate success, and God bless.